Last announcement post-its. Music is pinned in general chat. Yeah, general chat. Alright, announcement post-it 1, and then the Discord announcement post. I'll give you a link too if you need me to. Announcement post-it 2, and we should be live. Let me go check my stream now, see how it's looking. It's looking to be pretty good. Looks like we already have some viewers. Hello, welcome.
Fools.
So, with this all set up, as we fools return to our campaign, who would like to give the recap for inspiration?
Last time in our wonderful lands of, so I was going to say Kydron, but not Kydron. I don't know. I don't know what our world is called.
Vales or Vales, really what you know about it.
The Elser Vale. Back into the Elser. Our party, after a wonderful 10-day, call it a vacation, but more of it was just not hectic and hellish. A 10-day time of recuperating, working on ourselves, our gear, and the town. All of us going about doing our separate things and goals, whether that was keeping gear, buying new ones, commissioning new magical things, or just getting stronger. Or I think doing puppet leader things. I don't know what Tim was doing, and it concerns me, but that's none of my business. We met ourselves a brand new friend, Vivi. In which I've once again forgotten the name of the moth race, but they're a little moth person. They're great. They're
Novus or Novi?
Novus or Novi. Someday maybe I'll remember it. I just need to remember Sun. God fucking damn it! Wait, I get it now. It's a big light. Cool. They showed up in town looking for folks who could help them with the Witchwood. It's been getting kind of sick, if that makes sense. I don't remember the exact terms used, but we'll go with sick. Coincidentally, at about the same time, we got a letter from our good old friend Aldern Foxglove.
Speaking of the letter, continue.
Okay. In which we were told about how things weren't going too good in his town of Witchcross. People were going missing, primarily children, I believe. But I believe others as well have been going missing into the woods, presumably, as well as many of the more fey denizens of the woods have been coming out and seeking refuge here in the town itself. And we now actually have it.
Yep. Physical letter for you.
Along with his letter, which is a bit scribbled and hectic in some cases, seeming a little bit rushed. There was also a separate scroll added on from I'll call them friend, our friend Golden Brow from the larger town to our east.
Food.
Welcome. Food.
Food is good.
Food is good. Stating sort of that things are worse in Witchcross. The land, the trees themselves, they're waking, they're moving of their own. So, definitely some fey fuckery here, and, well, it seems our sort of goals aligned, and so now a party 6 strong, we headed out, on the ride, on our way there, we did see a pretty brutal massacring of folks on the road, doing a little bit of investigation. We learned that it was done by both sword and spell, along with what appeared to presumably be hellhounds. We did not go further in terms of trying to deal with that problem. That will be a later issue for us all. Notably, we did put the dead to rest before heading off and getting into the city, dropping off some quick papers in terms of who died out there, and then head to Witchcross, in which we have found ourselves walking in on an angry mob chastising 3 Shadow Genasi?
Yes.
Yes, cool, I remember that correctly. Whew. Who are being blamed for the missing children. And left off as we interfered. Drovgi jumping in and blocking a tomato. PV and Clink flying in, and everybody else running up behind.
Indeed, indeed. And congratulations, you have earned your inspiration, and look at that timing. The end of the thing, and Sky is here.
The prediction
Yep.
came true. The Norns were right.
Yes. And so they say. So, from there, we return to the scene in which, well, the townsfolk, you can see that there is a veritable mob surrounding the 3 fetchlings, or Shadow Genasi. One having thrown a tomato splattering upon the shield of Drovgi as you rush in the way, preventing it from hitting them, as an uneasy silence fills the area, save for the few crows that fly around. Man before you will look up.
I know Thaumaturgy is a self-spell, but can I cast it on Drovgi for a thematic effect?
I'll allow it.
Cool. Drovgi, you're allowed now.
Oh, fun.
Alright, I'm trying to
Clink
find
his
my
microphone.
my particular... Here it is. The section of my notes for this particular scene. Okay, here we go.
Here's how I'm flavoring it. Clink is holding Drovgi's shoulder as he just opens his mouth like Lilo and Stitch, as Drovgi is projected out of Clink's mouth.
That's perfect!
That's
Yes!
that's incredible.
You're just a little record player. Yep, I love it. Alright. The man, the soldier here who is bearing the coat of arms of House Foxglove. Blade is not drawn, but he is definitely scowling as this occurs. Step back! On official business for Lord Foxglove. These 3 perpetrators are wanted. For taking our children. And see him kind of like seemingly pained. Disappearances of other citizenry here. Not to mention the other weird occurrences. Business do you have?
Boy, I ought to take your eye.
Do you have any proof?
Let's see here. From your call, Draki, give me intimidation. For Tim, give me a persuasion.
I said something, but I was muted.
Rip.
Your mustache, brother.
The mustache, brother.
In response to...
20, natural fucking 20. First roll of the night.
All right.
Sage, can it be strength based?
Intimidation, yeah. Yeah, no, I allow intimidation to be strength or charisma.
I just didn't know if it had to be like a specifically like a strength thing
No.
you're doing, which is okay, cool.
I've changed it to be just you choose.
Nice. Not bad.
Alright. Knight here will look out towards Dravi.
You understand, we walk into a town. The first thing we see is 3 ropes hanging from a tree, and then an angry mob surrounding 3 poor bastards. Really?
You have nothing wrong. We haven't taken your children. Some of Civis don't even have any children after the last plague. We've helped you. Then why is it that none of you folk are getting sick and we are? You'll look out towards Tim in the background, and then look out towards Dravki once more. In the back, this militia pikeman will speak up. Let's see here. Evidence? Lucian's our captain. If he says that they're guilty of this crime, then that's all of the evidence I need. Some of the townsfolk seem to speak up and going, yeah.
That's a mob, not justice.
The one back here speaks up. I don't know, sir. Maybe we should, check in some things. Make sure. At this, Lucian will kind of speak up. Who are you folks anyway? This is not your township.
No, but I wish I was back there after seeing your embarrassment of a guard regiment.
Vivi would like to fly up and just, with her rapier, cut all 3 of the ropes.
Excellent. All right, one by one.
We are friends of Aldern Hawksglove. We are here on his request to help deal with your issues.
Because you can't.
Gonna look. Roll a persuasion. He will look up at the rope as they fall.
Don't you, have a cleric? It should be pretty easy to find out if they're lying.
Persuasion. He will take out the letter to fucking show him, just...
Alright, he will take the letter, reading through it.
We are here to aid. And to aid, it would be helpful to not just go killing citizens. Whether if they have or have not done anything wrong, you find why or how. You understand that certain races might simply be more immune to sickness. You could get easily poisoned by any rogue knife or dagger, and it wouldn't affect me or my brother Annie. I don't know much about the Chinasi, but I can assume they're a little better acclimated to such sicknesses.
Give me a sense or insight check, Dorovki, Clink, Yorville, and Vivi, as you fly up closer. Tim, you can also do it, but at disadvantage, same with Minnie, since you're too far away to really get a full look at his face.
Tim has the eagle eyes.
Tim, you can do it normally. In fact, you have advantage.
Thank you for the advantage. 16.
Where's
16.
my insight?
Man, your guys' dice
There
are
it is.
so
Just
sad.
tiny.
Okay.
Yeah, there, yeah.
All right, Clink and Drovgi, or Clink and Tim, sorry. Clink and Tim. The two of you notice that some of Lucian's veins, they're more prominent than you would imagine, and what's more, they're darker. They're like almost blackened in ways, like the blood is going dark. You can also see that there's visible signs of lack of sleep around his eyes. His eyes seem to be sagging, almost sunken in and dark. His face tells a story that he is afflicted by something, and he is not doing well with it. But looking at the letter, you'll hand it back.
On letter, I am Clink. Clink is Master Surgeon of the Elser Vale, and Clink is going to start examining him.
You're here by Foxglove's orders, then. So be it. You can see that the two of you can see that he is trying to hold back his anger, given the evidence given, but it's definitely a trial for him.
I rolled a 2.
Yes, you did.
So 15 total.
Looking him over, he looks like he's suffering from sleep deprivation and something. Perhaps it's just the sleep deprivation, but he seems definitely agitated beyond what someone in his otherwise healthy state would provide. Well, you have a point there. Some kin do not have weaknesses to elements that we do. It's what we've been telling you this entire time now. Like, we sow your fields, we cook, we clean, we help you out all the time. I've made many poultices. For you, for your daughter. At that, he kind of grimaces a little bit. I didn't take her. I don't know what happened to her.
I understand the rage you must be feeling, assuming that what she says is true, that your daughter has been taken. I cannot say I would not be in the exact same state as you. But unless you're sure that these are the folk who have done such a travesty, it will bring you no peace to kill them.
Roll another persuasion.
Oh, great. Yeah. God. God, yeah, cool.
Anyone else can jump in and help out if they want to.
10 charisma.
That was pretty good.
Bardic inspiration.
I'll allow it.
Somehow I'll just send vibes.
You feel the fluffy
You
presence
feel-
of Vivi behind you.
Get the hell action. I don't know what to say. That's a good idea.
Just sends encouraging scents in pheromones.
You
Yes.
could do that. You have speak pheromones.
I do. Okay, I send inspiring just floofy dust.
Yep.
Hell yes. Okay. Well, here's this. I'll roll. Okay.
Oh.
You know what? And then let's throw on that D8.
Oh,
Damn it.
As a number.
Hold on. Wait. Fantastic.
Woo!
I mean, a dirty 20 is still a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is still a dirty 20.
All right. Right. Fine. Investigation's yours then, so long as Foxgloves deems it fit.
Aye. We'll be going there shortly after.
You three. Looks towards the three fetchlings behind you. It looks like he's going to say something. He's having trouble saying it. Just you can see the quiver in his lip. It's still, the anger is still there, though he's holding it back.
Well, I guess you better be apologizing to them or saying nothing right at all so they can go marry on their way. No.
Roll persuasion.
I'm still learning how to do this.
It's all good. You can select your token. Oh, you're good. No need to help from me.
Plus 10.
Oh,
You know,
thank
she
God.
is ready.
You should start talking, not me.
You were doing such a good job.
Yeah. All right. Lucian will give a nod. I'm sorry, folks. Anger got the best of me. He rubs his eyes. Just so worried about my daughter. Seeing enemies around every corner. These fine folk will take care of things. Make sure the guards, he looks around at the militia, listen to them, in the right sort of mind. I'm certainly not. He's gonna put his hand on your shoulder, Drovgi, if you'll let it.
Oh, aye.
Be quick about it. We've already lost one to the sickness. Many have gone missing.
What can you tell us about this sickness?
It's delves into your veins. It's I don't know exactly what about it. Priest, we have one. Dragon folk, looks to Clink. Father Miklos, he's been trying to study it, but he's at a loss, I'm afraid. Might know more though than I. Malady, well, sleep. It's the thing that we lack. More than that, every small thing is like a needle stabbing into you. It's grating.
Oh. Clink has felt that way before. Granted, it was with Hellfire.
Just stares at you. the citizens going.
Just a little dragon saying, "Oh yeah, I can actually have hellfire."
What?
They all right?
We have dealt with many,
Never.
many
back into
things.
the pouch.
Back, just fucking scoop them up.
Minnie runs up and just goes. Whoop.
We have dealt
Like a
with
study-
more than a couple of things down in Trelen's Perry.
Didn't have sleep aids to prescribe.
We've already had some attempts. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but this is like the good stuff.
Give him a mound of hash, dude. Like a cocaine brick of hash.
See to the others first. They're at the temple. And use reprieve from their malady. Well, ask this, though. Most recent disappearance. My daughter. My house is by the garrison. I can show you where she went missing.
All right. Well, after that, I think I have something that could help you sleep. I know I may seem like I don't know much, but I do know a few things.
I don't think it'll work, but I've tried medicines, I've tried herbs. This malady is in my dreams.
Clink starts reaching for Minnie's hammer. Clink has an idea.
Clink, honestly, that might help my idea. Like, if you do that, and then I cast that, and then he'll go to sleep real fast.
Magical means.
Okay.
Clink
Well-
knows where to hit to not permanently injure.
Let's not
And
do
that's
that.
what I need.
Why is-
Just
why-
a little love tap, and then I love sap, and nighty night.
Sorry.
Let's try
Clink
that.
is a master of percussive
Not that.
maintenance.
That. Okay, I'm gonna ask that the percussive cleric, does not perform such rituals here. I'm not a doctor, but I am a field surgeon. I know that's not accurate.
Sorry, Clink.
To Clink's
Someone's never
credit,
dealt with hysteria.
No, he's gonna step around. You have magic. I'll accept that.
It might
Priest.
help a little if they
You haven't
like.
seen the half of it.
Yes. So show us there, and I'll try to do what I can.
Right. He's gonna look towards the three here. The three fetchlings. I think at this point, the folk understand these newcomers are under the town's jurisdiction. They are in charge of this investigation. If anything comes up, speak to them. And, look to the crowd. If anything happens, anything you see, speak to them first. And, let's get back to your houses. There's some, like, grumblings, mumblings through the crowd. I was going to go to the tavern. Why should I go back home? But they eventually disperse. Slowly, but evenly. The three fetchlings kind of linger a bit longer, thinking that they are, like, still about to get fucking something happening, and then they just full-on walk super fast away.
Do you want a escort home to not feel threatened? Clink asks the fetchlings.
Marius will speak up. Yeah, I could use a bit of a guiding walk. I'm not sure if I want your percussive maintenance on me, but... Yeah. I should be fine. These folk, It's just sick. Don't know what they're doing.
Sorry, Clink has a way of saying things he shouldn't.
Clink has
We're
been told
working
he
on
has
getting
no
him a muzzle.
bedside manners.
All right.
If you
So,
want to
Clink
continue,
will release from his pouch and start walking with Marius.
All right. These two, you would find would, I'm just zooming out for you guys, would head across the river to a small gathering of thatched buildings, which appears to be of fresher build, but of a lower base quality than the rest of the houses of the main village, as it seems these two are in the slums district, at least what is essentially
Minnie
this
says they are
small
also joining.
slums district. Very good, very good.
So I don't really know how to like RP small talk because I'm not really good at that. But can Clink roll a gossip
Yes, you
to
can.
kind of get like what's been happening?
100%. Many can also do that if they want. Additionally, let me just zoom out for you guys. Here is the city map in full view, so you guys can see its glory. I have icons for each of the different main locations in town that would be immediately obvious. And they're clickable, so you can see what they're called.
Circle of F.
Yep, that is the Druidic Circle in town.
Break us in the slums.
Brother, we should make our way to Foxglove.
No, that should be our next stop.
Wow.
All right. Well, those are most unfortunate indeed, but I do think I can provide you some stuff.
Clink's a gossip.
So, as you're talking with the fetchlings, as you're walking across the bridge to the other side of the river, Sergei would speak up. Dark times indeed, you know. A lot of us folk were working with Lord Foxglove. I mean, been an avid support of us trying to engage us into the community, so to speak. The townsfolk were wary of our kind. Arrived here not too many generations back, and, well, some folk can be. They have gotten better. You haven't been. Well, this is the first sign of any real danger in generations, so. Whatever's going on, it's like to do with this malady. It's more, I think, might be affecting Lord Foxglove. Seems to have secluded himself within his manor. Doesn't come out, doesn't give orders to the guard. Fired all but one of us, of our kind, from his servants. Only one left is the Houndmaster now. Yeah. More than that, though, some of the townsfolk have been speaking. They've been saying that, we the cause of this disease. Quite rubbish if you ask me, but, folks be folks. Want someone to blame, even if it's not true.
You're one to talk?
Goodness.
Goodness.
Did you go with them, Vivi?
Oh, I was peeing. I don't know if I went with them. I probably did.
Okay.
I don't know what the choices were.
Clink and Minnie went to escort the two fetchlings back to their home. Is there
Oh,
Did you want to join them, or
right.
did you want to stay with the others?
I would have gone with the fletchlings.
Okay. Then I will drag you.
Yeah, I didn't say that then. I thought we were talking to the guard as he was
good.
escorting us home.
It's all good. Yeah,
The Monster Club runs out.
Yep. My mind just instantly blanked on what you said, so I can respond to it. Can you repeat yourself?
No, I thought I was talking to the guard.
Okay, so you wouldn't have said it. You wouldn't have said it.
I wouldn't have said
My
it,
forgetting worked out well. You can also give me a gossip check if you like, if you want to get some rumors for them.
Okay. I have to find it. Got it.
There you go.
The 2 should be pretty sexy.
Oh no. Natural 2.
Uh,
Alright. Unfortunately, these two don't seem to have any additional things of note throughout their conversation as you're walking them back home. They do thank you and appreciate the escort. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do with them?
Clink just asked them general directions about where things are in the town.
Okay. They'll point out all the key buildings, so these icons are now in character now. So, Temple de la Mara, the Locked Goods General Store, the Weeping Willow Inn, the Town Watch Garrison, the Chandlery, which is a candle maker, Witch Steel Smithy, so if you want some blacksmithing stuff, Circle of F for the Druids, and then the Shade Brew Herbalist, which is where Elia was going to, the other fetchling. And of course, there is the Manor House of Foxglove. Then there's also some outlying farms further on north and a bit deeper into the hills, but those are off map.
So, how long have this sickness been going on?
It's been going on for about what is it? First victim was 10 days ago, I hear. Yeah, about 10 days ago. Though the gods have been talking about some weird things in the forest nearby. That's been going on for about 2 weeks now. A bit more, maybe.
Are y'all... I'm sorry if this is a personal question, but are y'all Fae-blessed at all?
They'll look at each other. In a way, yeah.
Come from Fae lineage?
Aye, that we do. Aye, many of us are natives. Our ancestors were. We crossed over generations ago.
I think that's why y'all not getting sick. I think this is coming from the Fae against maybe creatures. If you guys are the only ones not getting sick.
They'll look at each other. I think you're onto something there. All the fetchlings here, totally fine. Haven't felt a thing with this sickness. And there's a few other townsfolk around here, dwarf and elf. The dwarf has gotten sick, the elf hasn't though. Elf, from what I gather, also Fae touched.
Yeah. Well, Minnie, that's something to think about. And Clink, should keep records of those who are sick so that we can double check this, I guess.
Do you know how people have been getting sick, whether it has been something that is through touch or through being in the same vicinity or just something at random?
I can't say for sure, really. We do know the first victim was one of the human servants up at Foxglove Manor. Yeah. You can ask the priest more, or perhaps Lord Foxglove about that if he'll speak with you. And of course, been more folks around town. Much of the afflicted are at the temple, recovering or trying to be recovered. The disappearances, though, I don't really know what's going on about that. It's quite weird, really.
Do you know who...
Children have been gone missing.
Children, even a few adults.
How many are missing right now?
Let's see here. Well, the captain's daughter, that makes 12.
Clink will hold out his left hand in like a handshake towards Marius.
Okay.
Does he grasp the hand?
You'll grasp it, yeah.
Awesome. Clink immediately turns it over with the wrist facing up to start inspecting the wrist.
Alright, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. Don't mind me. I'ma just find my info and leave. Thank you, please. Okay, is it in this book?
I was warned that Clink in this campaign is the feisty one, the one that gets us into trouble. Thanks for second session and immediately proving it.
Yep.
Proving that.
Clink for you.
I feel like I should like actually put like what Clink wears onto his sheet.
Probably. Okay, I found my
He's a
information on
doctor.
it.
He has like masks. He has gloves. He's not dumb. He knows
Yeah.
medicine.
Yeah.
He He cleans himself like 5 times a day.
Yeah.
He's just also clean.
But you also wear a bucket on your head.
Yeah, it's sanitary.
All right.
It's sterile.
Inspecting the individual here, they are in perfect health. There's no issue with them.
Hmm.
You feel fine.
Did the veins from what's his face? The guard captain bucket face.
Lucian.
That guy. Did his veins seem about the same shade of darkness as their skin and veins?
As Mary's? Yeah. About the same shade. The skin is not the same, but their veins are the same as the Mary's veins, or, well, you don't know about Sergei, you haven't looked at Sergei, but you can imagine a similar shade.
Thank you.
Clink releases the grasp he had on Marius's wrist.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Right. Thought you were going for a shake.
Oh, Clink will reach out and shake his hand after, and then let
Minnie
go
will
of it
offer a
again.
shake to the
Okay, they'll shake hands. Well, appreciate the escort. Things are already starting to look a little better here now that well, some new eyes are on this case.
How do we do the AFK has returned thing?
If you click on campaign, there's a button at the very top called AFK. You click it while your token's selected, and it will pop it, and then you can click it again to pop it off. Yeah.
Because I am chugging this energy drink, and I'm going to have to pee a lot.
It's all good. Also, if you ever need to use any of these, like you have a question, if you go to the very bottom of the campaign, one category up are the green light, raise hand, and red light. So if you ever need to use any of those, that's where they're located.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. All right. As this is going on, we're going to return to the other group back in the town square, who have been speaking to Lucian. Right. I can escort you to Foxglove Manor, or I can show you most recent disappearance spot. I can show you after, of course.
We should probably start off with letting Foxglove know that we're here. Your mustache.
Your mustache just... Yep. Brother, your mustache.
Do you have a case file or anything, or documentation, or any tangible progress on an investigation that you could hand off?
He's gonna blink. It more looks like he's just closing his eye because he has an eye patch, but he's gonna blink. I don't know about you city folk, but we don't really do that.
Well,
I'm
not
from
even
Drellin's
city.
Ferry.
Brother, I'm telling you, you are just way too enthusiastic about your work.
He is.
I love it. It is impressive and it inspires me each day. But you do need to remember you are the only one who did. The only reason I'm pretty sure we even do paper work there is you.
Yes,
Thanks for that, by the way.
it is. 100%.
Yeah.
If you're in Dwarven Holds, you would have paperwork, which is probably why Yordville is like, yeah, let's do this. But no, in most small cities, investigations and things like that, they don't really have things of that nature.
Did you even ask them like where they were or what they were doing when the people went missing?
And rubs the back of his neck.
Right. Okay.
There
Right,
were
let's go to
sightings of,
Foxglove.
some of the fetchlings near the scene. So,
Right. So one person saying they saw someone somewhere is damnable evidence. My job just got so much easier.
Just because you have a point doesn't mean you have to make it sound so rude, brother. You do have a point, but still.
Right. We should go to Foxglove anyways.
there is one other matter before you head out.
We immediately get stabbed. just
Send their regards.
a knife into chest. I need to roll on your character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Just looking through my notes for this.
I'm playing Mari.
Some folks around town, after this thing all happened, are blaming Foxglove for it. I can't say why or for what reason, but they claim that he made a pact with a demon of shadows. Is why this is befalling us here in town. I mean, he was always friendly with the fetchlings. I don't know if these rumors are true, but the first affliction was at his manor house, and he's been cooped away since.
Was he the first infection?
No. It was, let's see here. A man by the name of Yariv.
Yariv.
He's, one of his cooks.
Mm.
Then it got in the food and everyone else got it?
Maybe. He's, since passed, buried at the graveyard, north of town. You wish,
Right, how long?
Let's see here, Gravekeeper. You wish, Fustra. She's the keeper of the grave that way. Might tell you more. She's a coroner. She might have examined the body.
Do you know how long it took from infection to death?
About 4 days.
Right, and how long has Foxglove been locked away in his manor?
About 10 days.
Aye. Alright.
Right, let's go get him.
Walk and talk.
You know if the druids have been doing anything about this this pandemic?
They've been looking into the corruptions of the woods, the trees moving and all that.
How long ago did that start?
A couple of weeks back.
Was that about the same time the disease started?
We've had only first victim showed up 10 days ago, so a bit before that. We were looking into it with them, fighting off some gnarled plant creatures that attack the town. We burned the bodies, I'm afraid. But we have some descriptions if you want.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, so think of like a halfling. You know, like small, lithe build. But instead of skin and bone and all that good stuff, it's like twigs. Like you grab a bunch of vines and twigs and stuff and wrap them together, dry them out until it's just like wood. It's like a little wooden doll, but it walks and has hands and feet and a face. The face opens and it's got like an orange interior. Like there's like an inner heat or something. I don't really. It's kind of creepy. We tried fire, didn't work.
Fire didn't work on
No, we actually had to use well, the druid keeper. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Let me scroll up. Adrana. She used magic of winter on them, and that seemed to do the trick.
See, that's odd, because creatures like that are usually very susceptible to fire.
Maybe that sort of orange glow within them is fire? Or aiding them to not be affected by fire?
Maybe. I don't really know. I'm not much of a an herbologist, I think, in this case. I
couldn't tell you either. I am taking wild guesses here.
But the keepers of Eth, Adrana and her daughter, they've been looking into the affliction of the woods and the crops. We've been a little busy with the affliction home, so they don't think it's the same, though. We know that much.
Well, we have another stop, it seems, at some point. We'll definitely need to go talk with them. See about the graveyard.
They're just south of town, along the hillside in the woods there. And, Garrison, just across the way, near the bridge. My house is next door to it, so...
Aye, okay.
Yeah, the alleyway behind it is where the disappearance happened. But when you're done with Foxglove, know where to go?
Aye.
He's going to, kinda stand back and give you a nod. Basically saying he's done with any words unless you want to continue talking to him.
My assumption was walking and talking since he said he was going to walk us to Hawks Club, so
That's fair. I forgot I
sort of
said that.
assumed,
He's gonna walk and talk.
you know.
Yeah. He would point them out. He would be like, here, look, that's my house.
My house.
That's the alleyway.
Look. Yeah, cool.
And at this point, as you guys are walking and talking here, would the trio of Clink, Minnie, and Vivi be heading back towards the party, or would you guys be investigating Shade Row?
I feel like it would be a good idea for us to head back and regroup and communicate what we know.
All right.
Clink will trust Minnie to do so as they go investigate new diseases, because that's the brain cell.
So Clink is...
Clink's gonna go fly over to the temple.
Alright, we all know not to leave Clink unattended, so if Clink is insisting on going to the temple, then...
Clink is left unattended all the time in his clinic, it's fine.
And look how many things go wrong!
She just opened it, how rude.
Well...
Is it rude if it's correct?
So, in that case, Clink, you're just flying there?
Yeah.
Are you going to take the bridge, Minnie, or are you going to take the river by crossing the river?
I can fly.
You can fly, yeah.
I'll fly after him.
Okay, so you're flying after Clink. Alright, you guys would see the group making the way along the road as you guys just go, we're going to go to the temple.
I'll send them all a message when we get in range, telling them that we're going to the temple.
Okay.
So you hear Vivi's voice in your head. Hi guys, we're headed to the temple. Okay, bye. She flitters over.
So you're like soft and kind of like good about it. Clink sees them, shouts at the top of his little lungs, Clink's gonna go do some healing, and runs.
Alright. So that happened. As a lot of you make your way, being led up the sloping hills to Foxglove Manor, you can see that there's a grouping of 6 lit braziers out front. Even in daytime, it's giving a warm glow to the estate. And I'll put you guys there in a moment. For Clink and Company, you would make your way to the Elidamara, Temple of Elidamara, the god of bars, mischief, trickery, song, dance, revelry, just, all sorts of fun. The temple, however, does not look to be as fun as you were hoping. As you enter in it, you can see that much of the main hall, which is designed to be more of a concert hall than it is to be an actual chapel hall, is lined with beds and sick individuals. You can see that there's a total of 10 in here currently who are laying in their beds and sleeping. Their veins blackened, their bodies clammy and cold. And you can see that Radu, a man who is well-dressed in what appears to be a fine black cloak, dressed in almost noble wear beneath it, and a very pompous-looking Bard hat with a very poofy and overly large feather. Nice trimmed goatee, long curly black hair, and green eyes with a very faint scar over his right eyebrow and beneath his right eye. As you enter, he will look on up. Let's see here. Let me go look at what his voice is like. Here we go.
On the way in, Clink starts basically scrubbing up, putting on gloves, putting on healthcare mask.
Gotcha. All right.
He's going into a potential infection zone. He's not just going to walk in blind.
Mm-hmm.
Would you help me do that as well?
I don't think Clink would have mini-sized instruments.
I messaged that Vivi saying that would and weave some gloves for Minnie and then some for herself.
Excellent.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, you need some gloves or a mask. Vivi.
Do you want a mask too?
Oh yes, please, thank you.
Here you go.
Radu, seeing this as you guys are given your gloves and begin entering the building, will look up. I'm sorry, a little overwhelmed here at the temple. Are you here to help?
It's okay. I am a surgeon hired by Lord Foxglove.
We don't really need surgeon, but I'll welcome the assistant. Any helpful hands? Been doing non-stop work here for days. You can tell that Radu looks fairly tired himself.
Clink is going to start doing medical talk to Miklos, like asking like about charts, prognosis, all that fun big words.
Gotcha. All right.
Basically, the first time anyone has heard Clink use anything over 2 syllables.
Yeah. Give me a medicine check to see how much you understand from what he's about to tell you.
Medicine. I do have some fun lores, if that helps.
What are your lures?
These are all of my lures. I'll just post them into chat. Control V? No? Okay. Why no copy? Let me copy paste.
Now, one thing while you're looking for posting your lures that's notable, as you all enter into the temple, you can see that the temple itself, though there are plenty of braziers, chandeliers, sconces, and candles around the area, the only thing is lit are the candles. Everything else is not lit, and it's a very dim, light atmosphere in here.
My Google sheet, it's not letting me copy off it.
I'll just go to your Google sheet and look at it myself. It works for me. Boop, 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 boop. Actually, why am I doing that? I have your lores on my own freaking DM notes. Lore. Secure healing techniques. Anatomy.
I can't believe I rolled a 6.
It is a ripperoni right there. I totally just closed that, and I did not mean to close that. Let me bring that back up. I kind of need my DM notes, yes. Okay, as he begins discussing all the different aspects of this particular affliction, he describes to you that the affliction is one both of the mind and the body. It drives a rage into the individuals, constantly prickling at them, causing them to feel ever angry and hostile the deeper the affliction grows. Many of the patients here have actually been sedated through magical means to keep them asleep so they do not become danger to themselves or to others.
Like the Rastin. That Clink does say that out loud. Too many.
I don't know what you're referring to. But sure.
They're like little demon things that were under well, they weren't little, they were bigger than Clink, that were under Gelden's Fairy.
Blink.
Basically, Hellspawn that embody the sin of wrath, and when you get bit by them, make you very, very angry. Kind of like that.
Yes, it is. I guess that is similar in some ways. The affliction also drives them away from the light. It seems to cause them pain. Hence the lighting here. It just kind of motions towards all the candles. More than that, this affliction of the rage and fury of the mind, it also changes their senses in some way. Our oldest patient, as he kind of pats the leg of one of the individuals, Delia here, well, she has been, she no longer views her family, her friends, as such. She is angry at everyone. Dangerous to everyone, even. Surprising that she is still holding on, honestly. I've tried all I can, but what magics I have, it's not taking root. I'm not sure how to fix this. Restoration, the basic form of it, as he kind of speaks sharp clerical spells wise, it does not hold, does not work. Mundane means to cure the afflictions done little to no results. This is supernatural. That much is clear to me. All I can really do at this point in time is to keep them asleep. Hope that the disease does not progress further as I mitigate the worst of the side effects for now.
I could try lay on hands. That often can help with disease and stuff like that.
We do not have a champion here. Not tried such things. Perhaps it could work. As you detect magic, you can detect within the veins of each of the afflicted. Each are glowing with a necromantic light.
I'm going to go to... let's try on one who has not been sick as long. I wonder if it might take hold a little bit easier if it hasn't had time to really settle in. Who's our newest patient here?
Let's see, our newest one would be... Looking at my DM notes. Do. That would be Ephraim. He kind of goes over towards a middle-aged man, simple-looking, kind of like graying brown hair, just like at the tips, with a few strands, really. Simple goatee, nothing super crazy. Basic commoner clothing. He does not look anywhere near as cold, pasty, or black and veined as the others. He's just... looks like he's sleeping, really. He was, 2 days prior.
Going to use my lay on hands, and I'm going to do 5 points of that to attempt to cure the disease.
Alright. You can give me a d20 roll, plus your charisma modifier. So charisma check. The
Feeling so low today.
magic pulses into the individual as you see their sweat seems to doesn't like recede, but it seems like they're not sweating as profusely. As you look closer, you can tell that the veins, the blackened veins, are still there. They have not receded. Man is still diseased.
Clink would like to try treat disease.
Okay, give me that post-it.
There it is.
Roll me that check.
Cool. Clink still has detect magic up, so can't guidance.
If you'd like to give inspiration, okay, never mind. The roll has been made.
You can do it.
Okay. She's just gonna flutter next to you and kind of hum a little tune.
25.
Oh, damn. Alright, as you begin to work over the patient, helping to ease their affliction, perhaps see how it might be treated or curing the affliction. First off, you identify that the affliction itself is one that has a slower progression time. Once one is afflicted, there is 1 to 3 days before the affliction really progresses. Initial contact with the disease simply gives the individual infectious for the name of the disease, which you'll hear from Radu, that is known by the townsfolk around town as tallow throat. So, essentially, if you are afflicted by it, you gain the infectious tallow-throat condition for as long as you're afflicted, and then 1d3 days later, you'll progress into its next stage. As you're looking into this, you can gather that while in the initial infectious stage, it is actually treatable. It can be cured during this stage. And because you rolled so high, and because of the way the disease, your ability works, they get a new save. But because you rolled so high, you get that information. So I'm going to give this guy a con save. With advantage. Okay. Alright. Looking him over, helping him out, you seem to, through a variety of medical means, perhaps, like old-timey medicine, like leeching and whatnot, or perhaps more of an herbs and the like. It really depends on what you're doing, but the man's breathing seems to steady a bit more. His veins, they're still blackened in ways, but they're fading somewhat. It looks like whatever you did helped. It's not cured, but it helped. Additionally, the disease requires 2 successful saves to be cured. It can only be cured during the aforementioned infectious stage, before the stage progresses, through mundane or basic magical means. You realize, with the 25, that a full greater restoration spell will be required to cure it, through magical means. Perhaps, though, that there is another way to cure it. Perhaps whatever has caused them this affliction can be taken to make a mundane mean.
Okay, Clink believes this may not just be disease, but also may be spreading as a curse.
That has crossed my mind a few times. How stubborn it is against magic.
How many people here have been infected less than 3 days?
That would be... Ethram... Vora... And... Ethram and Vora.
So just one other patient?
Aye.
We may be able to help them overcome this disease, but the others are too far along to be cured by other means besides a greater restoration.
So these two need to have the most attention for now. Get them out of here while we can. Right?
Can you show Clink other patient?
Yeah, he will take you deeper into the building to a nice shady corner where you can see that there is a human woman, about young adult, maybe about 19, 20, blonde hair, hazel eyes, fairly simplistic in appearance, like they're a commoner.
I would like to point out for Vivi, Clink found all that out in about 30 seconds of just quick, thorough look over of the patient.
Yeah. For full context, though, you did not hit the super information DC without the inspiration, because the DC is 10, or the disease is DC plus 10 to get the super info, which you hit because of 25.
Let me guess, DC was 25. Yeah,
DC was 24.
Of course it was. Oh.
That 14 would have saved if it was a DC 15. So, yeah. Ethram has saved once.
Clink does not have bedside manner. Vivi, would you mind holding patient's hand? I.e., can you give them inspiration so that they could succeed on the check better?
Yeah, of course I will. Oh, sweet thing. And I start petting it and whispering loving, therapeutic things. Okay.
Excellent. Inspiration.
I like how Vivi sees peoples as its.
I don't.
They're very naked, weird things, to be honest, Clink, now that you mentioned it. Y'all are very naked.
Clink has scales.
Wearing full armor.
And fur.
Well, you're not naked, Minnie. You're covered, just like me. But these ones are...
I think you killed Ethan.
Weird looking.
Definitely killed Ethan. He's muted, but he is laughing his ass off.
I've been drawing him wrong this entire time. I need to stop drawing his overalls.
Tattered clothes mostly.
All right.
No, he's in like an actual full like surgeon's getup.
I need you to give me another surgery check, and also, hot fucking damn.
17 on second.
Very much appreciate the subscription, lady. Yeah. Yeah.
Gets the
17.
nerf voice.
Look, man, nerp happens a lot.
Nerp is
Nerp is a mood.
Nerp.
All right, 17. With a 17, that is enough to give them the additional save with advantage, and they have the additional D8 from Vivi. So, and then a D8 from Vivi.
Yeah.
Man, that was very inspiring, Vivi. 26 total for them as they, like with Ephraim, Vora seems to heal somewhat. Their veins going clear, almost like they're cured of the disease, and you realize that they were on their second save to be cured. So, this individual patient has been cured of the disease.
Yay!
Clink looks so smug under his little mask.
Vivi would like to pat the top of Clink's head.
Clink allows this.
Yeah.
Good Mars Dice. I'm happy to have you here. Yeah, no, you don't,
Foxglove is paying for healthcare. It's okay.
Oh, you're at Foxglove's Aquarius, then.
Clink said that he was hired by...
Yeah.
Clink was hired by Foxglove.
Sleep deprived, sorry. I appreciate the help.
Do you need sleep prescription? Clink can watch over patients for a few hours.
I could do with a nap, to be honest.
I swear to God, if I have to fucking
Can we
engrave
check
your
him to see if
goddamn
he's infected?
mace with sleep prescription,
That might happen.
that's the joke we've said yet.
Yep. What did you say, Minnie?
Maybe we should check this doctor here, that Radu. See if they are infected.
You can go ahead. Give me another medicine check on them.
But a 10.
They are not infected, fortunately. They are simply heavily needing sleep.
Just sleep deprived.
Sleep deprived, yeah. A little surprised they're not infected, considering how surrounded they are. Maybe it's not by, maybe it's not airborne, or something else is the cause for the affliction to spread, but, he seems fine, besides the lack of sleep. Alright, while that's all going on, we're gonna head on over to that there castle, as, Lucian will show you here, and will give a nod before making his way back to his post. For you three, though, grabby.
Oh,
Look,
shit.
here's the
Whoa.
here.
Oh shit.
Alright. Doesn't take too long before the door is answered, as you see before you a well-dressed, older gentleman with a fine, almost Van Dyke-style goatee, white hair, balding head, almost like a monk's tonsure, but it's the back head is actually still there. It still has hair. He's got wide eyebrows that are very bushy and white, somewhat gray in parts, and almost black eyes, dressed in what appears to be a white suit. I'm going to scroll up to my notes for him so I can get you information on what this is about. Alright. Yes, can I help you?
Hello. We were sent by the request of Foxglove. We're the ones from Drellin's Perry.
Ah, you're the friends, the hunting companions. Yes,
Aye.
yes. Come in, come in. Lord Foxglove is currently indisposed, I'm afraid. But,
Aye.
Lady Anya, she will see you.
Aye.
You find it a little weird that he used her first name, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please follow me. I'll take you to the seating room. She'll be with you shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you follow as well, Tim?
I will.
Alright. Just gonna shucky duck you as he brings you along the corridor. You can see that the chamber itself is lavish in many ways. Many paintings of lordly figures line the walls, all with the signature ginger hair of the Foxglove family. Bright blue eyes, some with green eyes. The statues flanking the entrance. One is of a knightly figure with long flowing hair, wielding a mighty claymore, looking to be in a heroic pose. The one flanking him to the north appears to be another knightly figure. This one is bald, though, and is wielding what appears to be a trident. But he would lead you along as you kind of just walk through the house, seeing more pictures of the Foxglove family as he points you to this room here. And he opens it to allow you guys in.
Aye.
You wouldn't mind waiting here. It won't be long
Aye.
before they arrive. Refreshments, kind of points to here, are available. If you need anything else, points to a small bell upon the table. Ring the bell and servants will be by shortly.
Thank you, Mr.
Lorenzo.
Renter. Dravgi. He'll give a hand.
He'll take the hand, give a shake. Yeah. I'm glad to see that there are some friends here for Lord Foxglove. It has been weighing heavily, the matters happening in town. Hopefully, we can clear things up.
That is definitely our hope. We're already sort of getting started. Met, I forget his name. The guard. Apologies.
Lucian.
Yeah, him. Lucian. Already met Lucian on the way in. Man seems hit the snap.
Set to snap, you say?
Fit too. The lot weighing on his shoulders, especially. But as it sounds, his child has gone missing. Can't blame him.
I'll get Anya then.
Aye.
We'll have much to say for you. I'll leave, and I assume Tim went in there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. And he'll close the door behind you, and he'll make his way upstairs. You guys have a moment of alone. Just the three of you within this sitting room. You want to discuss
Right.
Do
anything?
we even know if Foxglove is alive?
That was
I'm-
my thought. No one's seen him in 10 days. The disease takes 4 days to kill people.
And
I mean,
he's predisposed.
predisposed.
Aye. Place reminds me of the hold a little bit. Not entirely in a good way.
Is it that ostentatious? What do we like? Should we demand to see Foxglove?
No, I think diplomacy is the way here.
Okay.
These people seem suspicious enough. If a bunch of outsiders show up and start tracking everything, it's not a great look.
We are in your territory of expertise, brother.
Right. I'm still amazed just the pure lack of process here. It's incredible. Anyways,
Humans don't tend to worry about that much in such a small town.
You
It sort of makes sense. I mean, there's not much to do, but
what were you gonna say, Sage?
lady spooked me a bit there when she posted in chat. I was like, oh god, did I put a body somewhere? I was looking around, I was like, where did I put it? If there is a body, I need to hide it.
there's a fucking corpse.
I
all
just
right.
like to use out of character chat. Like if I have anything to say out of character, to just say it in the Twitch chat. That way it boosts the channel because there's activity.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm thinking it was me actually in this room here with the gun.
I know that was John, I'm afraid.
Please.
That's John.
John, just like slide in his token here. Don't worry.
Mhm. It was John in the conservatory with the revolver. All right.
Really? Revolver.
We were playing D&D.
I mean,
No, it's blue now.
yeah, Gavril is he's the Houndmaster.
Yeah, I mean, we can see most of the other folks too.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't take too much longer during your conversation when you hear footsteps approaching, and a exquisitely dressed woman with long auburn hair tied up in a somewhat Nordic twist that kind of flows down into a fine braid. You can see that she is dressed in a almost fine silken black gown with earrings bearing the symbol of the moon on either side. At the heart of the moon, there's a little fox in it. She's got some makeup on, basically very dolled up right now. She, got to be presentable for figures, being the Baroness of the land. And I'm gonna go look at my notes for her. I'm just gonna drop her hand out because beauty is in the eye of the beholder and all that. But I would find her attractive, yes. Let's see here. Celurin, Witchcross, Anya. There's her hand out.
Mm-hmm.
She a vampire?
No.
Yeah. Actually, there is
Slowly
stage.
zooms in on her neck.
Slowly
Look, don't
zooms
worry about it. I'm gonna go into Photoshop and just fix little thing holes real quick. Actually, I have Photoshop open right now.
I never saw that on the token. I'm not gonna be suspicious of anybody who has like, if you specifically style your hair to just cover a certain section of your neck, you're a fucking vampire.
I fixed it. She's no longer a vampire. Photoshop skills.
Good job.
Like nothing. Wait, but wait.
No, that's just concealer. I can still see it.
Okay, look, her token's a different story. Her token's
she
really a
is-
vampire.
Okay, well,
Okay.
all right. Combat. I'm throwing the sun.
But no, she does not have. She is not well endowed. She is not a brick house.
Damn it.
A pity.
I mean, that's not me in chat. That's not me in chat.
Shame.
Shame. All right.
The two little dots of the neck.
Let's see here. She almost does, yeah. Yeah, she really does have the almost "Am my mom is going to die" cut. Let's see here. Anya, Foxglove. I need to look for Foxglove because I have it set by last name, then first name for purposes of my notes. Okay, here we are. And then my looking for the notes here should be Control F to find it easier. Means here. Okay. Meeting. Anya. Here we go. Okay. Just reading through my notes how she would enter.
With some fucking pizzazz.
All right. Just strides in, full on like snapping in with a little bit of a music behind her.
Flows her dress a little bit.
Like, she fucking like. She's just busting in there. Put that one picture of Marge.
Okay, no. Okay. She enters into the chamber with a almost regal stance. The door moving really of its own accord is just like a flick of a finger. It closes as she slowly walks in, and you see she kind of leans back, and as she does so, a chair forms beneath her, and she kind of crosses her arms in a like almost interested look as she looks towards you all. Well,
Can you do that? Brother,
Oh,
through the mental link.
through the mental link, yep.
Back to the mental link. No, brother, and it was incredibly pretentious.
Wait, actually, isn't it true? But frankly, I'm just saying, I feel like I'm surprised you haven't figured that one out yet.
I was always shy that consideration.
Fair.
Welcome to
right.
my home, honored guests.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aye.
Sorry that you weren't able to arrive on more pleasant terms, but
Sage,
yes,
I have one request.
yes,
Can you use the lady voice
the lady voice.
on your
Oh
booper?
yeah. I think that's 3. Pretty sure it's 3. Unless you're talking about the saved voice. I can also
No,
use that.
not that one. I
Not
forgot
that
about
one.
it.
Okay.
Now you can't use it
I can't use it. Yep.
because
talked
I
about it.
remembered.
Yep. I'll use it next time.
Is this better?
It's very high pitched.
It is.
I can turn it down a bit. How about now?
This is bad.
It's you're still sort of chipmunky.
Alright.
Yeah.
How about now? Oh, I was changing the fucking... I was not changing the pitch.
Alright, how about now?
Man.
It's basically just you with reverb.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because I have reverb on. How about now?
It does have a lot of reverb.
This sounds like you.
Alright, what if I do this?
I mean, you definitely have to do a little bit of pitch, but
How about now?
speaking.
Hello, this is a test. Apparently I need to update my femme voice for my XLR.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Is this better?
Sure.
Just zoom in.
Just no. Okay.
Okay, I guess no voicey.
No voice.
I just
voicey,
thought
fine.
it'd be funny.
I can do this instead.
Hello, I am a sultry noble lady now, yes.
No.
Wait, hold on. Where's my fucking power? Hold on. Wait, where is it? Is it this button? Yes, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, no way, but...
Unfortunately, my femme does not really work so well for me. So, I have a
Mommy?
bit more of a... Just a bit fucking dommy mommy. Oof. Alright, anyways.
Fucking...
Anyways.
Back to my looking at my notes. What was I doing? It was here. Here's my notes. I do wish that we were able to have you under pleasant circumstances. Normally would have had a feast held in your honor, servants moving in and out, gifts even, for the help that you had in saving my husband, but, yeah. Things are difficult here, as I'm sure you have seen. We entered into town.
Aye.
Right, we passed quite the scene of civil unrest on our way in.
Yes, the, things have always been difficult here with the fetchlings. We have tried to ease tensions, especially after, Aldern's father passed. He was not the most pleasant of men. But,
Is that a recent of... Is
That-
that a recent sort of affair, or is that...
he passed about 30 years ago. Alden was but the boy. But he ruled much differently. The people can feel this change. Whatever is happening, though, it's... I want to be clear, by the way. With your passive insights, you can tell that she's being more open than she normally would be because of the history you have with Aldern.
Mm-hmm.
Aldern, he is grown paranoid, locking himself within his study. I sent the letter, well, finished it, really. Things here they are growing concerning by the day. We're getting word of people going missing, sickness spreading further and further. Aldern keeps saying something about night. Mad ramblings. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he won't talk to me. The gods, they were left on their own. He fired all of our servants save, well, 4. Those 3 that he travelled with you on the hunt. Gavril, our Houndmaster.
Right.
Feeling he would have fired Gavril if he wasn't someone who could care for the hounds.
You said he's locked away in his study. There's no way we could get a look at them?
I can try.
It would be appreciated. We don't mean to go barging around your home, but we know this thickness doesn't take long to kill somebody, and we've heard he's been in there quite some time.
Do you happen to know how it's transmitted?
I don't, I'm afraid. Before Aldern locked himself away, he did mention something, though. He believes that it's tied to the water supply in some way. I've had the servants look at the well, the courtyard, and she kind of points to the door across from you lot. And, there is something strange about it, that's to be certain. The water is grey in ways, it's like flecked in places. Something's off about it. But Alden did lock himself away until a bit more recently. About 14 days back, we had issues with the forest, decaying of the land, but he didn't really break till our daughter went missing.
Your daughter is also missing.
Aye.
We were told it was mainly children.
Is it only daughters?
I'm trying to find my notes on this real quick. We've had other townsfolk go missing. Men and women, children. It's been more likely captives, but adults have been disappearing as well. I've been locked away in my study as well. Our son. I fear that whatever might be happening will... I hope you, your companions, can figure this out soon. I want to think about what could happen otherwise.
That's what I'm here for. Is there any strange other strange happenings in the forest aside from the, trees getting up and moving or whatever? Before that, earlier, I mean.
Say that again. I was reading my notes.
Oh, I was basically asking if there had been a recent history of strange incidents in the forest, or if this had just started.
Well, we've had some more sightings of goblin tribes growing more and more bold of late, and bandits upon the road from the Dawnway, but nothing of this nature. It's really, if the sickness didn't happen so soon after, I'd say it was a coincidence, but at this point I think they're tied in some way.
Well, don't have any proof of that, but I also can't deny it. I'd recommend you sit tight while we investigate.
Right. She will kind of rise from her chair, standing as the chair disappears. I'll see if Aldrin will see you. Perhaps it will snap him from his reverie. She'll slink out of the chamber. Wait.
May we come to talk on his daughter ourselves?
She'll pause for a moment.
Hearing a voice of a friend may assist in some ways.
Very well. Give a nod. We'll make your way forward, and we'll lead you lot. Let me just chucky duck you guys for ease. Upstairs to the second floor. She will make her way down here and stop at this door. Alright, let me go scroll down my notes about what his particular meeting is like.
Okay, wait, there's a window here. If I switch characters to a Goliath, I could throw in your
full on just toss him in. Boop.
It's like a Lego game. You just hit the trigger button. Right?
Yeah.
She will kind of lean in and knock upon the door. Aldrin, I have some friends here to see you. Dredden's Ferry way. And before we go to there, we're gonna head back to the temple, see what our temple friends are doing. Alright, back at the temple. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? Keep things timeline progressing properly.
Clink prescribes the fellow cleric some good stuff to help him go to sleep.
Alright.
And we'll probably just be here for the indeterminate future.
Alright, what about Minnie and Vivi?
While they take care of that, Minnie might head back to regroup with the others so that they can give what information they do have and what they've gained.
Okay. Well, you know they went to the Foxglove Estates. You can head that way. What about Vivi?
Hey Clink, you think you got it here? Or do you need me?
Clink is in his element. You can go figure out what's wrong with your land.
I send a message to Minnie. Can he be trusted all by himself?
He's in a hospital setting. He's probably okay.
Alright. Okay, I think I'm gonna follow Minnie and go back with the others.
It's always good to check in on him and make sure he's doing alright, but once he's settled, he's settled. Usually.
Alright.
As Vivi, you fly after Minnie, and the two of you leave Clink behind to be the town's medic for a bit. The two of you.
Clink is talking to the patients and the dead people in the temple. It's fine.
I mean, no one's
totally
dead.
Not setting. Clink talks to dead people all the time.
Okay, yeah, you do have your weird phantom dead people talk. That's right.
Mechanically, only gives me a tool fishy off a short rest, but like, it's fun to flavor.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else you're wanting to do, or are you just wiggly wobbling doing my medical stuff for the rest of the scene until I'm needed?
Clink's just gonna chill doing medical stuff, probably rolling some gossip or something to learn more about the town, I guess.
Okay. Give me another gossip. As
Clink,
Vivi and Minnie make their way to the Foxglove estate.
Clink knows that if you keep people talking, they're not dead. So.
Fortunately, or more, not fortunately, unfortunately, you're in a temple filled with unconscious, sick people, and then an unconscious, because you just gave him some sleeping meds, and he knocked out real quick, priest. So you're by yourself. And no one's there to talk
so it's more just people screaming profanities at Clink, and Clink just going, yep,
they're just
understood.
Random ghosts being like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. But the two of you, Vivi and Minnie, you'd make your way to the estate, and you'd find the doors and the windows showing into the most lavish manner.
Ooh.
So, Control F and E, so you guys are where you should be.
I guess, should we knock or something?
Minnie gives a good knock.
Alright. Not too long before the same butler answers the door, Lorenzo. Yes, can I help you?
Hi, we're here with the Dwarven brothers from Foxman and... Oh gosh. Yeah. Here to check on things. Keep order. Minnie, I'm not good at this.
Roll a persuasion, Vivi.
The funny thing is that she actually is really good at this. Yep. Okay, let me...
We're here with Yorville and with Drovki to help with everything going on with Foxglove.
Okay.
Hopefully that disease and everything like that.
You have advantage because of their help.
Alright.
Yeah.
Ah! I'm rolling shit.
Well, Dwarven brothers are upstairs currently. I can take you to them.
Please.
It kind of opens the door, lets you guys enter.
Alrighty.
Alright. And he will shucky duck you guys upstairs. As you lot would hear just the tail end of the conversation of friends from Jellen's Ferry here to see you. And as that is going on, Drovgi, Yorville, Tim, Vivi, and Minnie, you can all roll me perception checks. Tim, Vivi, and Minnie, you will have disadvantage because of your distance.
19.
I have eagle sight.
This is for hearing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Eagle ears. Wait, those are just holes in the sides of their heads.
Alright. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Alright. Everyone would hear the following as you are kind of listening to the response, waiting for Aldrin to give the go-ahead or not. No, it can't be. No, it can't be that. No. If the night is like that, then the meal won't work. It has to be blood. It has to be... busy? Friends? Rellen's Ferry? Yes, love. Drovgi and Yorville and Tim are here to see you. And
me.
You sure it's them?
Me mustache.
What's up?
Hi. We just wanted to check in on your friend.
How many boys did we kill? You hear the voice much closer now. You hear footsteps slamming upon the floor.
Yorvo would remember.
Yeah.
Yorville would remember. Fucking keen mind coming to play.
1, 2. Brother, what was it? 3? 2 large ones, a small one. What was it? You remember better than I.
If I recall correctly, it was 2 biggies and 2 babies.
Ah.
It was 2 larger boars and 2 smaller boars.
Oh, aye. Oh, those large ones were kind of fun.
Okay, good.
They fed the village for a great festival.
What stopped the festival?
Goblins.
That was the first festival. This festival wasn't stopped. It was in the tavern. Big boar fest.
Oh, aye.
Actually, wait. No, that wasn't interrupted. That was after.
The door will slightly open. Sonya kind of steps to the side. He peeks his head through. Rafki? That you?
Aye. If it were anyone else, Yorville probably would have killed me.
He ever so gently pushes his head out as he looks down the hallway. Looks the other way. Looks up at Anya. Gives a small, strained smile. Yes, come. Just like runs back into the room and sits down on his chair.
Travi will look sort of wide-eyed in between.
Anya gives a look at you and just
and wife, and will just sort of large steps in.
Just a look of like, see what I mean?
Yeah, aye.
Right. Do all of you move inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Gunnar move inside? Yep.
Yeah. Sits on the chair.
Gunnar goes and goes full therapy animal mode.
Oh yes.
Excellent. Let me send him back.
True.
Okay. Let me look at my notes for this section now that you have been given access to the area.
Yep.
I need to look at past perceptions real quick. 1 second. Everyone roll me a perception check.
Never mind.
Let me check your passives. No.
Natural 20.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Alright.
Eldritch do.
Vivi, you're
Oh, come on!
a little distracted.
Really?
I'll take 12.
All the naked things. Everybody's freaking naked.
There's so many naked things in here.
So large and naked. Look at the dwarf.
It's so dark in here. Why is
He
it
doesn't
so
even have a
dark in
beard.
here?
It really is dark in here. There's no lights lit in this room besides a few candles upon the desk.
Does the hammer glow?
Uh-oh.
Is the hammer glowing right now?
Can I make it?
Oh, wait, you're using the Sun Forger. Yeah?
Sun Forger.
Yeah, it's glowing a little bit, so that's gonna be off some light as well.
Okay.
It's like candlelight.
Yeah,
Tim, you're the one who notices. Actually, Minnie does too. Minnie just barely made the DC.
Minnie or
Minnie. Oh, wait, that's an old roll. Never mind. Her new roll 6. So just Tim. Tim.
Like, really? Alright.
You notice Aldern is not casting any shadow. He did when you first met him. He's not doing it now.
You did when you first met him.
That's extremely concerning.
Good. Friends.
Wait, I have a question.
Is that in character or out of character?
Out of character.
Good.
The fetchlings that we met earlier, did they cast shadows?
The fetchlings, I believe they don't normally. Let me go check the lore.
What about any of the people in the temple? Or have I come across any people who have been infected?
No.
Okay.
You can go to the temple.
Out of curiosity, would I have known that, like, if people
Your
cast shadows?
passive perception was not really high enough at the time, but if it's mentioned, I will give you a perception check as a memory back to the occasion, if it's mentioned. Looking at this, fetchlings do not naturally create shadows.
Huh.
Hey, Aldrin, can I ask you a question?
Yes, no, yeah, yes.
Do you keep it dark in here to hide the fact that you don't cast any shadows?
What? I have shadow? It's, this is fine. This is fine.
Love how nonchalant Tim is with this shit.
You're Tim, yes?
Yeah. Who are you?
So you can see better.
Aldern. I'm Aldern.
The Aldern I met cast shadows.
I don't know what's going on.
After the
Insight
thing I
check.
pointed out, can I make some sort of check to
It's
know what it
fine.
might be?
It's fine.
Sure, give me
Things
insight.
are strange, friend.
Tim, he is visibly panicked. He's concerned that he doesn't have a shadow, and his eyes are darting all around the room. He's looking like he's trying to find shadows when they don't exist, like shadows that are watching him. People in the area. He looks very, very paranoid.
Vivi would like to cast Zone of Truth.
All right.
It's fine, friend. It's fine. We'll get through this.
The spell triggers and affects him. Does anyone else willingly fail or just try to resist?
No.
Oh, willingly fail.
Mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I willingly fail.
This'll be fine, probably.
I mean, probably. It's too late, though. They've already took her.
We will find your daughter. That is an oath I can give you.
Blinks rapidly 6 times.
6.
Calm emotions, and we could help settle your brain a little bit so we can figure this out.
You tell him you're gonna do this, or you just cast it?
I have just offered to do it.
No. No magics. They're watching. They can turn it.
Who's
How can they turn it?
They're from the place that isn't a place. The Nikasor. I made mistakes, friends. I made mistakes.
What kind
what
of
did you
mistakes, friend?
I made a promise to Nikasor. I didn't follow through. And he is angry now. He's watching. He's hurting my people. He's turning his servants against them.
Who or what?
Did you keep?
Is
What promise did you
Nikasor?
make?
You roll a persuasion. Fucking hot damn!
Hey, okay.
Very nice.
Woo! Yay! I finally rolled good.
All right.
Oh, beautiful.
Delay poison will not work, unless it says it can work on disease. Yeah, and it would not work against those who are near. It would have only work for those who are within the 3-day time limit. If it did, was for diseases. You know, back in the day, I was an adventurer, right? Hell, me and my troop, part of us, well, was with, we stumbled upon a mere. It was not a normal mere. It held things inside it. Items, power, trinkets, really, nothing worth what I paid. Nothing worth what I'm paying. lost my brothers inside it. They might still be alive, maybe. I don't know, but Nikasor, one from the place that isn't a place, is in there still. His power is influencing here. I couldn't get out. I made a promise to him. My family line. My blood. It wasn't going to give him my child. No. It was foolish. I was 16 when I found him. Didn't know what it meant. What he was asking. But now, he's hurting people. Affliction, I don't know how he does it. He's still in the mirror. But it is...
Mirror?
Mirror. The midnight mirror, the one that my brothers and we went into. It is a prison of his. It is powerful. It has... Looks over his shoulder. You can see armor seemingly, now that you're looking at it in the shadows, kind of just look like black steel, but as he grabs a candle, holds it up to the light, it looks to be made of obsidian. Like volcanic glass that's like mirroring out and reflecting upon you.
Well, go ahead.
It had its gifts, but I've been trying to figure out how to stop things. You see books scattered upon the desk, scattered upon, haphazardly pulled from the shelves here. And he points at one book. Let me see here. I believe it's called The Midnight Mirror, but I have to go make sure by reading his notes. Nope. As he points to a large leather-bound tome with what appears to be a silver-inlaid crescent moon on its cover. It has a iron clasp locking it shut as he kind of pushes the book closer. The book, it speaks on the area. It's... I've learned some things. The prison, it can be broken. But the core, the heart of it, is immune to all mundane, magical means. It cannot die, except for by the mirror. He pulls forth from a desk drawer a small obsidian shard, dagger in size.
Sage really enjoys the making Clink have to kill the boss.
That was per the book, actually. The book decided it was a dagger.
Still, it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Vivi uses the dagger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We throw them.
Where is this mirror?
It's here. I, kept it. You think that's why it's changing things here? People...
I think it might be changing things because you haven't lived up to your end of the bargain.
Well, didn't it take your daughter like you promised it?
I didn't offer her. I don't know what happened. She just was gone.
What did you offer? What was the promise?
Oh.
I promised Nikasor, my family.
Your family.
Oh, they'll just go get. I'm sorry. I'm from the Feywild. This is kind of a really normal exchange. So, like, you promise your family and give them the family, and it'll be over with, right? I'm sorry. Everybody's looking at me funny.
Probably not the time.
It's
That's what happens when you deal with Fey people. You understand that, right? That's really normal.
I know that now. I
Oh.
didn't at the time.
Oh, this is sad. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm worried they're going to take Mika now. My son. I don't know what happened, Alicent. Not even a little bit. And no one's checking on the eavesdropper.
Oh yeah, I mean, no, of course not.
Just one moment. She was gone. That was the day that the affliction took the first life. I've been in here since, trying to find a way to stop it. I tried writing you, but then the shadows came. They're watching still. As you're skimming the book, most of the Black Grimoire's pages appear to be blank, though a few contain rough watercolor silhouettes. The Book of Night Without Moon is a repository of trapped shadows. As you begin to look through the book, you can see that the shadows within are moving. Figures, silhouettes within the pages, seemingly sentient, looking at you, banging upon the page's cover as if they're trapped and wanting to be let free. I'm reading through the rest of this to see what else you can know just by looking through it. As you're looking through more of it, some of the shadows begin to making signs, making shadow puppets, and their interpretations of it. You can give me a there's not really a skill for this, so give me an intelligence check to try to interpret what their essentially picture aids or charades is. All right.
Back to it.
They seemingly are making symbols of, I'll just show you a little bit. So the forms.
Tap Yorville on the shoulder and kind of show him.
What?
Right.
Oh.
You can see the silhouettes are doing hand gestures, making puppets within the darkened pages, as they appear to be making. Could potentially be a moon. Hard to tell. You can give me an intelligence check.
Don't mind if I do. Skill check. Wait, no.
It's an ability check.
Ability check. There we go. Intelligence. 23.
23. Oh damn. All right. As you're looking through the book and interpreting the gestures of these shadows, you gather that it is from this book that they were trapped, and it's from this book that they can be freed. The breaking of this book will free the shadows within, but it can also be used to conjure the shadows to aid you in a time of need. The book can also be used to trap additional shadows, stealing an individual shadow through arcane means, through a command word. Some of the shadows seem to be friendly, some of them appear to be interested in aiding your arcane powers. Some want to be free, and those who want to be free show you symbols of a blackened mirror surrounded by 4 black flamed candles and a vibrant white sigil glyph upon the floor that surrounds it. Inside, they're making a weird symbol. They're showing their hands in what appears to be like a almost flower-like pose. It's a little hard to really guess what that means. And other ones will show the dagger stabbing into the flower.
Alright. You said you kept the mirror?
Yes, it's below the cellar.
Nothing good is ever in the cellar. Okay. All done. I'm going to leave my badger here with you. His name's Gunnar. He'll take care of you. He's very friendly.
Okay.
He is very soft. I recommend petting him. He
Begins to
knows-
pet Gunnar. He seems to visibly relax a little bit. I know the mere Nikasor is the cause of this affliction, some way, somehow. I think the mirror can be destroyed, maybe. Affliction might stop. Nikasor will be released, though.
And this is a fey creature, a demon.
Nikasor is a Shay.
Do I know what that is?
Roll me
I think
a
Vivi
Arcana.
knows what that is.
Vivi can roll me an Arcana, and I'll apply your lore to it.
Did you say I could roll an Arcana?
Yep.
19.
Fucking roll, you get
11.
Alright, Vivi, you know that the Shay are a somewhat reflection of the bright and colorful people of the Feywild. The Feywild is a land of first life, the first world. Many of the Fey there are tricksters by trade. However, the Shay are natives to the dark reflection of it, a reflection of the entire world. They are native to the Shadowfell, and their people, Shay, in their own tongue, means the unbound or unfettered. You know that these people, they are, like with the Fae, can be tricksters, they can be ones who wish to see pain and find their gags, their pranks most enjoyable when someone pays the price. Others, they're more of the more happy-go-lucky, tying the shoelaces, haha, and then, being pricked back type of sort. From what you're hearing about Nikasor, they're definitely the latter, or the former, the more dark, twisted Fae. The Shay themselves bear humanoid shapes, though their form bears no real visage. Their body is inky black smoke, void-like white eyes, and no real visible mouth, but you can tell that they do have one. Most wear masks to cover their strange visage, and cloaks to keep themselves looking just like a fetchling. Said that the Shay are the ancestors of the fetchlings, because the fetchlings are half. They're, descendants of the Shadowfell. You would know that the Shay themselves have natural abilities to control shadow, to produce illusory effects that become reality, and their touch is as cold as ice.
I relay all of that to the party.
There you go.
And, guys, we did deal with some Shay earlier. I know Fey creatures and Fey creatures that are this dastardly. They wouldn't just sit back and watch their mishandlings, but they would probably be more active in its destruction. I think our direction might not be in the mirror itself, it might be actually in the people.
There could be something going on around town. I believe the affliction is Nikasor's doing, but the disappearances, that is not his style. He doesn't have that kind of power to impact material. Unless he has... Looks back around, and then continues scratching Gunnar. Unless he has servants here. leans back and just scritches Gunnar.
Wait, what was the last thing he said?
We recognize one of their servants.
Last thing he said was that unless Nikasor has servants here on the material plane, he doesn't believe that the disappearances, missing people, is caused by Nikasor. He thinks it's only the affliction.
Would I know of the existence of the Archfey subclass for Warlock? Or Pact? Would I know that that's a thing?
Roll me a nature check.
Sure. Occult and weird science. Shit wrong game.
I mean, no one in the party is a warlock, so... Right. You know, some people gain power from gods, maybe some people gain power from fae. But you don't know its existence. But you're a fairly intelligent character.
Tricked like you, right?
Aye, could be.
Probably the best thing to do is just to go have a look at it. Does it have any self-defensive magic or anything like that that you know about?
The mere, scrolling through. The mirror is impervious to physical destruction, magic too. The only way to break it, destroy its heart. To do that, you'd be inside it. Let's see what else can I tell you about it.
Telepathic link. Alright, you want to give him a check? That's what the Shadow Book said as well.
Oh, wait. Does Yorville relay to Dravgi all the shit about the Shadow Book?
Yeah.
Did he accidentally take his own shot?
Most likely, I think.
From what I was researching, the Midnight Mirror, as it's called, the prisons of the old empire, formed by Nerl, priests of Nerl. They were offered as prisons to hold those who have betrayed the faith.
I'm one to talk with accents and all, but are you saying mirror, mirror?
Mirror.
As in a
mirror.
Reflection mirror, yes.
Like a reflective mirror. I apologize.
And the mirror's prison, it do not age in it. My brothers might still be alive. But, hey, I can't go back.
Me, that if you're not going to be willing to keep up with the deal that you did make, it may be time to consider a bargain of something of equal value, which I'm sure would be really difficult, but that's what we're up against.
I don't think we bargain at this point. He's hurting people here.
We can't kill him, though. If we free him, there's no telling what he will do.
Kill him in the mirror, then.
No, absolutely not. That's such a strong fae like that. If you really want this to end, I really think the only thing you could trade is yourself. To be honest.
The only thing that can hurt him is that. Are you also saying that that's the only place that while he's in there, he can be hurt? Or would we have to use that knife?
The knife is for the heart. Nikosaur's just a prisoner in there.
The heart is different than
could try
Nikosaur. They're
gambling with him.
unrelated.
Yes.
Not all
Nikosaur betrayed
Fae.
Nerul.
We could
Not
try
all Fae
gambling
like
with
to
him see if-
gamble.
No, but I like to gamble, and I'm very good.
I
And
like
if
to
they
gamble
could
when I'm
be
Fae, so 2 for 2.
If they could be convinced to gamble, then maybe we could find our way out of it. And if not, well,
Put this to a game of dice.
If it means getting my daughter back,
it'd either be that or losing even more.
I'd be willing to trade myself.
That's not the bargain anybody else would like. I know your wife wouldn't. I know your son wouldn't. I know your daughter. They all want.
My son I'm most worried about.
If you don't think Nikosaur took your daughter, then I know you mentioned the cult, but then who and where? If you have any idea.
Her room just empty. Bag still there, clothing still there. Seemed like it wasn't even slept in that night. Bless you.
That wasn't me, that was my mother downstairs.
They're downstairs.
That's a powerful sneeze.
Holy God!
Apologize. I sneezed.
It's all good.
Nice, Ron. What? I can't sneeze.
Need to go. Fuck this situation.
I-
Jesus Lordy.
Do you like my my story for you? There you go. I'm only seeing 2 options at this point. Go into the mirror, kill the heart, stop the sickness. Or I can see if bargaining myself will work. I don't know if it will, though. I promised him my family. My blood.
Right, that seems pretty tricky. It seems like the best option is at least to go investigate first.
He'll open the drawer here, pull out a black iron key, and hand it to you. Key to the vaults. It's southernmost door. The cellars.
Southernmost door. Got it. Alright. We'll be back.
Alright. A lot of you head on downstairs. Is there anything else you guys want to say? Or would you like to get a clink? Okay.
Think.
Let's clink up to...
Well, for ease, I'm just going to put you guys into the landing, the upper landing, so you guys can talk freely. And discuss your plan of action once people come back from their break.
Well, the first step is to get Clink. That is the first step. Second step, consulting the Shadow Book. Is it clear that it is a specific dagger that we need to find?
He gave you the dagger.
Oh, he gave us
The shard of glass is the dagger.
Shard of glass is the dagger. For sure, for sure. Right. Vivi, are you quite quick and nimble in combat?
A wee bit. I'm not too great at it, but I'm not necessarily too terrible. Let me look at my character sheet. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty quick and nimble. I'm fair at it.
Well, we may need either you or Clink to get in close. I can't imagine this heart will be unguarded.
All right, and both of us can fly, so that really helps. I can take the dagger if that's what we end up doing.
I think it's our best bet with what we know now.
All right. You know, it's not going to be easy to find this Fae, and like I said, I don't think he's in the mirror, though. I think driving him back into the mirror might be a good idea. I think we probably might have met him today. You know, Faes are quite theatrics. They probably were in the square this morning as one of the people we saved. Is what I'm guessing.
We think, well, going to have follow-up interviews with them later anyways. Probably, I don't know. Being honest, I fell asleep in all of the Fae classes. I can't remember a lick of it.
I can roll anything if you want me to.
Me nature.
Sage. Okay. There's so many tabs.
My chair is so squeaky. That is unfortunate. I cannot provide any additional insight in that case.
Okay.
Would you lot like to go grab Clink?
Yeah. Let's go grab Clink.
No, I mean, Gunnar, you're with him still. Go back.
Yep.
All right. You guys head on out of the manor, passing by Lorento, all that good stuff, and make your way to the Temple of Olitamara, where you'd find the darkened, shadowy temple filled with all the sick beds and the sick people, and Clink there tending to some of the sick. And Badu is asleep in the corner, loudly snoring. So, just gonna control F and E so you guys can be where you should be.
Bada bing.
Hey look, Clink, your companions have arrived and you're muted.
Wow, roll at a disadvantage to see if Clink even notices them here, and he does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, perfect timing. Drovki, can you hold this patient down? They kind of loosen the restraints.
Oh, shit.
So, fun fact about this sickness, in case Minnie didn't tell you, these guys are basically like Rathson and get very, very, very angry when you give them like a little bit of wiggle room.
Hmm.
Fascinating. We just went and spoke to Foxglove. We're going to, I think we're taking a trip into a mirror.
Oh, is he paying for the healthcare with cash or credit?
I think we're going there to kill something.
Good at that too. So, is this like sensitive information? So we don't talk about it for the patients.
It involves the nature of the problems going on, so I think
I would say it'd
maybe
be good to
discretion
keep it
is
on the
best.
down low, but not necessarily that we should keep it against people. Just to prevent any of the already angry people from getting angry.
Aye. Let's keep this primarily to our own.
Well,
Uh-oh.
No.
Clink said that he was watching the clinic for what's his face, the snoring man over there, and he's only been asleep for like 5 minutes.
More like 30, but yeah.
Yeah, that was the intelligence check was roll
Mhm,
for.
yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
would be good for us to at least let them get rested so that we can make sure that those who are sick are tended to while we're away. Maybe we can get a look around for a few hours, get what information we can out of the citizens and what we're looking for, what happened exactly, before we go into that mirror.
I could start off with the captain's house. First appearance happened near there, along with the his daughter is also missing. He also mentioned the druidic circle a little south, the Keepers of Eth, I believe. They're trying to do something about this as well. Could talk to them.
Also, I was supposed to put him to sleep with my spell, so that's something we could do when we're done.
Oh, you never told me how much HP the guard captain guy has when I cast Libra on him.
Oh, you cast Libra on him?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I was probably muted when I said it.
Probably. He has 100 HP.
Damn, yeah, I don't think the sleep spell's gonna do much.
You tanky son of a bitch! You've beaten me by 5.
Yeah.
How dare you?
He's the guard captain here, and he's a knight.
Motherfucker, same.
Clink recommends at least 6 hours of sleep for healthy brains. So if you can come get Clink in about 6 hours, then Clink can also rest, and then we can go do guard captain things.
Alright, sounds like a plan. I need to do the follow-up interviews anyway. And we need to... Yeah, let's do it.
Alright. So, Clink, you're staying behind to tend to your patients, and everyone else is going to go continue investigation around town? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
It appears as such.
Sounds good.
Alright. So,
I think there was an item I was wanting that I was going to ask you to grab. I can't remember it now.
guys, make your way
I'll say Clink asked.
out of the temple. Item potentially asked for of you from Clink, as you have a choice of where to go next. So, what portion of this investigation would you like to look into?
Let's see. So we think, I know Vivi said something about the Fae might be like walking around as one person of the town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, primarily suspecting the 3 shadow Genasi that were being persecuted today, right?
Right. Time to play Among Us. Are there any, like, is there any wildlife in the village?
I mean, there's birds and stuff. That, you know, that in village, there's like some sheep in some of the farms, specifically the farm east of the temple. But a lot of the wildlife are in the forest surrounding the town, and then you know birds that fly around every now and then.
I would like to
livestock.
bird whistle and try and get a bird's attention.
All right, give me a handle animal.
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 Yeah.
20.
All right. With a grouping of twitters and tweets, a large sparrow will fly down and land upon your finger.
Hello there. Listen. So, I know animals are a lot better at detecting this kind of thing than we humanoids. but there's someone in the town that might not be what they appear to be. Have you noticed anything like that?
The bird will tilt its head, looking at you.
What does that mean?
What does your feature allow you to understand?
I can learn its emotional state, whether it's affected by any magic of... I can also read its basic mood and intent, its emotional state, and whether it is affected by any magic of any sort, its short-term needs. And yeah.
Okay. The bird seemingly whistles and flutters its wings a few times. You can get an idea that it seems helpful. It's wanting to help. And will kind of like hop off your finger and kind of do a little flutter and then hop back on it.
Oh, thank you. Well, let us know if you ever see something that you think we don't.
It will fly up, kind of fly in a circle. Does not land, it's still in a circle, flying in a circle.
Okay.
Follow?
Flies westward, as we say follow.
Alright.
Alrighty, let's go.
Alright. Chasing after a bird, you'll follow it
Like
deeper
the
into town.
strong, amazing, intrepid adventurers we are.
Indeed.
I'm trying to play on the trope of, like, you know, how, like, sometimes, like, dogs will, like, bark at nothing when there's, like, ghosts there.
Mm-hmm.
Or how, like, horses will, like, react to weird stuff in the distance that
Yeah.
people don't know. So I'm hoping birds can do the same thing.
As you follow the bird here, it flies, circles the building here twice, and then flies away.
Thank you, I call after the bird.
As you approach the building, the lights are on inside. You can see it appears to be a shop with a fairly basic interior, though it is somewhat crowded by various pieces of candles and candle-making equipment, just a whole bunch of wax pieces in here, various decorations and simplistic designs. There appears to be a large wax mannequin behind the bar, and you can also see that there, behind the bar, is a door leading further into the building. No one's inside, though. No one's kenning the bar. It's an empty storefront. And you can see from the sign, it's labeled the Chandlery.
Maybe we should proceed further in.
Give me a perception check. And, Yorville, since you are the local investigator, you can give me an investigation check.
Oh. Can I have a little force center, please?
Yes. Yes. Why did you bite? I give you pets.
27.
Dang.
There you go. All right. As you're looking around, Tim, you can see that the door itself, it looks like there's some scrapings where the locking mechanism lies, as if someone was trying to break open the door or unlock the lock through more simplistic means, not like thieves' tools, but like with a knife and trying to like pry open the latch. As you're looking around Yorville, you also notice this, but you notice something else. The area around here is darker than the other places around town. Like, there's a shadowy presence looming throughout the building. More than that, you can see that the chimney is lit with fire, smoke, more accurately, indicating that someone is definitely here, or at least the wax production of this building is in progress. More than that, though, you do notice, kind of tucked away within a nearby bush, as you're looking around with your keen detective eye, there is a small stuffed rabbit. Just tucked away, hidden within the bush.
I'll walk up to get a better look at it, but I won't try to move it or anything.
Right. That is what you find from the exterior.
Well, here's your first clue. This is the captain's house.
No. This is the chandlery. The
Chandlery.
local wax making shop for candles and the
Wax-making
like.
Okay. And it looks like it was just abandoned here.
It looks like the store is running, just no one's running it. Like the lights are on, the place looks like it's selling.
The toy, I
Oh,
meant.
the toy looks like it was abandoned here, yeah. Kind of like dropped in the bush.
Strange. Okay. Brother, is anyone inside?
Looking through the window, you just see an empty storefront. There is a mannequin in there, almost lifelike in stature and size, but no one's in there.
Dropkey will test the door.
The door is unlocked.
Guys, I think maybe we shouldn't go in quite yet. Maybe let's do a quick stakeout around the corner, see what we can see. See if someone comes and goes before we go pillaging around.
I'm just going to pillage. Just
It might be a
very
little late
quite
for that.
quite strange. The fire is still on, yet no one's here.
You guys keep watch.
Right.
What was that about keeping watch?
If you want, I could go in while you guys keep watch.
Oh, hi.
Well, we with these fancy new baubles we have, Dravgi and I can communicate telepathically, so maybe it would be best for myself to go in. And he keeps watch, and then he can warn me without making noise about it.
You hear what Vivi in all your heads? I can do that too. What if I keep watch on the roof?
Idiot.
Hey, more than one never hurt.
I barely got used to having one in my head. I need to remember to take this thing off when I'm home.
Oh, you can never turn mine off. And you see her giggling to herself.
His thoughts now, if you're reading them. Sandwich, 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 sandwich. Don't think of anything. Sandwich, sandwich.
You can return a message, right?
They can
Like
respond.
sending?
Yeah, you can respond to this message.
Yeah, so I did hear that.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
You just heard sandwich, 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 sandwich for 25 words.
Sandwich, 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 sandwich. Don't think of anything. Sandwich, 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 sandwich.
Well, should we go in while
Mental
someone
note.
keeps watch?
Make him a sandwich. Vivi will fly up onto the roof and keep watch. And stealth.
Alright, roll me a stealth. Now, I would like to inform Clink. The party's decision to investigate might leave you out of any particularly juicy moments.
I'm cool with that. Clink is helpful Clink guy.
Alright.
I'm cool with just vibing for the session. I don't mind.
No worries. It might be next session too, so... If they delve deep, it might trigger something. We'll find out.
Oh.
Sure hope this doesn't trigger anything.
Well,
Alright.
BB's got sending.
Oh,
so
we might
when in
wanna-
doubt-
Wait,
If we're delving too greedily and too deep, who better to do it than Dravki?
Right.
Mm.
We might want to call it. It is 7:30.
Yeah, I'm calling it soon. It's gonna happen once
Once,
this
once,
cliffhanger happens.
Yeah. Once, right? Yeah. Like right at.
So, Vivi, you fly to the roof, and your brown, mothy fur kind of blends in with the shingled roof itself, and you kind of just like plump there, keeping a lookout, head on a swivel, as your companions move on inside. Correct?
Cast Pass Without Trace before we do.
Excellent. All right. guys move on inside.
Whoa, we have an interior.
Whoa, interior.
Whoa, interior map.
All right.
This glove is
As you enter in, this cramped shop smells of wax and incense. Candles of every shape, size, and color line all available surfaces, poking out of crates and perching precariously over overstuffed shelves. You can see that there appears to be some finely carved candles, a few coin sacks upon the counter, indicating that whoever left here, whoever works here, doesn't really mind that their coin for the day is on the counter. There's a ledger on the counter as well as 2 mugs of warm, not hot, but warm coffee. And then there is the aforementioned wax mannequin next to the door. But no one is in this chamber besides you lot. And just so you guys can see, here's the control F&E.
Why is it that the nicest shops are always the ones that are abandoned? I want to buy my wife a nice candle now.
Brother, your heart is bigger than your head sometimes.
I will take that as a compliment, even though I feel like you could spin that in the opposite way very quickly.
You'll never know. While we're in here, yeah, is this like a giant cosmic brownie? Like,
That is a multi-tiered table with candles all over it.
I got what it was, but honestly, now I can't not see the giant cosmic brownie.
It's fair.
This shit is
fair.
Oh.
I would like to make an investigation check.
All right. Is that a mini heading inside? Yeah. Do make sure to keep your token move where they are. That is notable.
Oh no. Okay.
He wanted to stand.
I'm muted.
Yes, you are.
Well.
Is Minnie was gonna keep watch outside unless is that not what we planned?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, no, that
Alright.
still works.
Mm-hmm. All right. And you were wanting to do what, Yorville?
I would like to investigate the room. Just for anything really. I just want to know what's going on.
All right. You're staring at a wax figure, human-sized figure, face empty and cold, staring back at you.
I'm glad that I can just do that now to like show that I'm like staring at something.
Sculpture.
Mm-hmm.
This is great.
How detailed is that sculpture?
It looks like it is somewhat well made, though it's not expertly done. It's not like a one-to-one comparison to a human, but you can tell that it is formed well enough that it does give the semblance of a human.
Are
So
all
it's
these
like-
candles lit?
No, the only ones that are lit are these 3.
I grab an unlit candle, and because you have spent a lot of time describing this mannequin, I am suspicious of it, so I'm going to throw a candle at it.
All right.
All right.
As the candle chunks into the mannequin, the wax kind of sleek in there. It kind of just chunks in.
Does a 19 get me anything?
I need you to roll me a D3, Tim. And as you're looking around the area, Yorville, you're kind of like stomping on the ground a little bit, and you notice that the floor is hollow. There's a basement to this building. As the candle lands, a couple moments pass as Yorville begins to realize, hey, look, there's a basement here. When the mannequin begins, the mannequin begins to move as the candle's fire seemingly begins to burn it.
I don't like that you were right about that.
And that'll be where we call the session.
I'm gonna melt this thing.
As the golem has appeared.
I'd like to point out that Tim
Okay.
very specifically picked up an unlit candle.
I did say I picked him up.
I thought you said you picked unlit, then lit it and threw it.
I did not light it.
No.
Oh.
Well, it's going to wake up anyways in a couple seconds, so it's fine.
Sure, yeah, okay.
I will just heal it for 4 damage that you would have dealt. It doesn't take any damage from the other candle being chucked into it. Yeah, it would resist all of that.
Okay.
Fire damage, though.
It'll just wake up passively.
Yeah.
Of
Like,
there are
"Roar.
fuckers in here.
You
It's
found
like-
my secret floor. Brr.
Asshole threw a candle at me.
Yep.
It's okay. I know I'm supposed to fucking like stand here and not move until I'm like lit on fire, but that son of a bitch knows too much, and him?
Yeah.
Man,
Technically,
fuck this guy.
he wasn't gonna move until you guys tried to go through this door here.
Okay.
But then you attacked him, technically. And I was like, okay, he would trigger from that. Anyways.
I mean, if it helps, I was about to.
Yeah, like I said, he was about to wake up. I'm sure you guys would have went to the back room. But from
There you
there,
go.
I'm
We'll
going to call the session.
Do that, you know.
I hope you guys had fun. And
It
I'm
was
going to
super
raid
fun.
This
Oblivious VR. Because they're doing some modeling, and Maya from the looks of it. And actually, it might be a blender. Either which way, modeling's fun.
I
Mhm.
may steal a candle
Fair.
if there's no.
Great time.
Today was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Ryan, I appreciate that you took the effort to type out exactly 25 sandwiches in the.
Yeah, I got you.
Wait,